A face that you see every day on social media, creating reels, engaging with thousands of followers, living the so-called dream life. Millions of views, thousands of comments, likes flooding in. But what's the truth behind this perfect image? A fake smile, an illusion of happiness, all hiding something much darker. Today, we unravel the truth behind these masks. And trust me, it will shock you, anger you, and leave you questioning everything. Meet Surendra Patil, an Instagram influencer from Thane, Maharashtra. A guy who had it all: good looks, big talk, and a fan base that admired him. But behind those polished videos and stories, there was a secret, a terrifying one. He wasn't the hero he portrayed himself to be. He was a predator, preying on an innocent young girl. An FWAR has been filed against him. The accusations are chilling. He promised a 19-year-old girl a job, a dream she had been longing for. But what she didn't know was that this so-called influencer had other plans. Once he lured her in with the promise of work, he threatened her with a gun, forced her to comply, and then raped her. When the girl tried to fight back, he made one of the most horrifying threats. "If you speak out, I will make the video go viral." A video he had filmed, exposing her in a way that would ruin her life. Think about this: a man who preached to the world about self-love, empowerment, and motivation on his platform, but in reality, he was crushing the dreams of an innocent girl. This isn't just about one case. This is about the facade we see on social media every day. Can we continue to look up to these people who build their empire on lies and deceit? Let's turn to Nainital, a beautiful hill station, a popular tourist spot where thousands come every year to experience its charm. But behind the peaceful landscape, a horrifying crime unfolded. A contractor named Usman took an innocent girl, not from a remote village but from this very city, and subjected her to unspeakable violence. He promised her a few hundred rupees in exchange for a favor, but what followed was anything but a favor. He locked her in his car and brutally raped her. When she resisted, he didn't stop. He silenced her, tying a cloth around her mouth to keep her quiet. Just for 200 rupees. That was all it took for him to destroy her innocence. This wasn't an isolated incident in some small village, but in a tourist hub, Nainital, known for its beauty and calm. But this is the reality that many girls face, even in such places. The city erupted in protests. People took to the streets, demanding justice. The police acted, but the question still remains: are our daughters safe anywhere, even in cities that are supposed to be safe havens? What ties these two cases together? It's not just the brutality of the crimes, but the misuse of power. Surendra Patil, with his social media fame, thought he could get away with anything. Usman, the contractor, with his control over the girl's situation, thought he was above the law. Both men felt untouchable, that their position in society would shield them from facing justice. But they were wrong, because now people are starting to speak up. The voices are getting louder. Social media has been a platform for many to gain power and influence, but today it is also being used for something much more important: awareness and action. People aren't just passive viewers anymore, they are taking a stand. When these crimes happen, we can no longer afford to turn a blind eye. These voices need to be heard, and we need to hold the perpetrators accountable. Justice in this country is strong, but only when we refuse to remain silent. This isn't just the story of two cases or of two criminals. This is the story of a society that hides its true face behind filters and perfect images. A society that refuses to address the uncomfortable truths that lurk beneath the surface. We must ask ourselves, what kind of society do we want to live in? One where we stay silent, ignore the truth, and let these crimes continue? Or one where we speak up, demand justice, and make sure these crimes are never allowed to happen again? Now, the decision is yours. Will you stay silent, or will you speak out? Because if we don't speak, we might be the next one standing in the shadow of this injustice. The next victim could be someone else. Let's not let that happen.